There's a few suet recipes online. If you Google or YouTube it, you'll see all kinds of things happening. Some vegan, some not. Some adding a smidge of this, a smidge of that, whatever didn't make it from the week before. Grapes that didn't make it, which is something I'm going to try. Anyway, it's a 2-to-1 ratio of binding agents, which in this case is basically lard and peanut butter binding agents, and also providing some protein or energy with bird seed. And I've been using cornmeal just because that's what I've had. You can use oats or anything else that's dry. I've also found that once you mix this up, sometimes it seems to be a bit too soupy, so I'll just kind of keep adding in some cornmeal until it gets to a consistency that I feel like will hold its shape. I have saved my little suet containers from store purchases, and that's what I end up putting them in. They make a nice little mold. And so I've got my 2 cups lard, my cup of peanut butter, and you just melt this on the stove. Low to medium heat until it's melted. In this bigger bowl, I will add in the 4 cups birdseed, and I've measured out 2 cups cornmeal. But this week and for this batch, I don't know why, these grapes just haven't made it. So I'm going to add some in. It may affect the overall consistency. I might need to add a little more cornmeal. But you'll see that once you start mixing this together, it starts to congeal right in the bowl if you're not careful and don't get it into your forms quick enough. So that's it in a nutshell. I'm going to start making it and show you a few of the steps along the way. The peanut butter and lard I have on medium heat. And I have the bird seed, the grapes, and the cornmeal, and I'm just going to kind of mix that around until evenly, and until all the lumps are out of this. And then you just mix, and it goes pretty quick from there. I've added the peanut butter and the lard to the dry ingredients, and I've mixed it around. I've actually added a little more cornmeal along the way because it just felt a little bit soupy as I was stirring it, but I can already feel it as I stir start to harden. So now's where I kind of shift over, and we'll put it in the molds. Suet cakes are ready. I'll let them sit here for just a little bit longer, and they will start to congeal, and I'll cover them with a wax paper. But here's a bit of a learning curve moment for me. I wrapped each suet cake in wax paper and left it out at room temperature, thinking it would hold its shape. It did not. So I did same thing, but put the wrapped suet cake in the freezer in the little mold, and it pops out just like a ice cube would out of an ice tray, and it's actually been working. Then I thought, wow, once I get this suet out into the holders, they're gonna melt or before they can eat it. But no, it's held its shape, and I go through a suet cake about every 24 hours. Well, I don't. The woodpeckers, kiskadees, blackbirds, the clay-colored thrush, they really, really like the suet, and it makes me happy to make it for them. So I hope that this will help. If you were thinking about making it but not sure, it's pretty darn easy. Have a good evening.